Alrighty, this is attempt number 2 because my first attempt at recording this, the video came out black. So let's see how this goes. So what we're going to be doing on this one is when we walk up to the wall weapon and we purchase it, press F1 to buy M1 carbine. I want to go to press F again and just keep pressing F to refill my ammo. As well as when you purchase it, you see how it still says press F to buy M1 carbine. If I look away and look back, it now says press F to buy ammo. So I want that to update when we actually purchase it. So for example, fire. My max ammo right now is 120. I'm down to 117. I want to press F. I want that to go back up to 120. So let's begin. So first off, we're going to start with that first little feature of making it so when you press F, it'll say press F again to buy ammo. I want that to happen pretty much immediately. So the way that's done is if we look at our set interactable object, we have the way it's set up to run is it performs a line trace. If the line trace hits an interactable, such as these wall weapons or the door, it will do a check. So if interactable is null, meaning we were not looking at an interactable previously to this run, and temporary, the object we hit is valid, then we set interactable to equal the temporary, the interactable object we were looking at. So once it's doing that, as long as we're looking at it, neither of these will run. So it's not, just kind of skipping them. It's still performing the line trace every 100 milliseconds, but it's not going to keep performing these two lines here. If we look away, then we do a check. So if temp is equals to null pointer and interactable is valid, then we just set interactable to equal a null pointer and we remove the message in the center of our screen where it says press F to buy blank. So that way, these are only running once. It's not going to be something where code is continually running. The only thing that's continually running is the actual line trace. And that's every 100 milliseconds. So what we want to do to make it switch real quick, since these are not running constantly, we want to set interactable to equal a null pointer. So that way it'll reset itself and run this block of code again. So what happens is when we press F, we look at interact, we have our interact action. It calls the function called interact. And all that does is if interactable is valid, we use it. So what we want to do here is set interactable to equal a null pointer. This, setting it to a null pointer when we press F, assuming it is valid, will reset it so interactable is now equal to a null pointer, but temp is also valid. So this is going to run again, and it's going to return our new UI message, which we have altered somewhere, get UI message right here. So if we already have the weapon, it's going to return the ammo UI message instead of the actual previous UI message. So for example, for the M1 carbine, it was press F to buy M1 carbine. So I tried to explain that, hopefully well. I probably did a horrible job at it, but yeah, we'll just go from there. So let's wait for this to finish loading up with the change, and we'll make sure it works. Alrighty. So I walk up, I press F, and it switches to press F to buy ammo. Do the same thing here. Press F to buy ammo. Now I have the STG and the pistol. Now I have the option to buy the ammo carbine again, or buy ammo from here. If I buy both, press F to buy ammo, press F to buy ammo. So it's working as intended. So we are good to go there. So now we want to make it so we actually purchase ammo when we have the weapon. So let's go to wallweapon.h. I'm going to create a new protected function. It's going to be void purchase ammo. Create some implementation, and I'm going to move it down to right above use. Just fits better in my opinion there. Right, now I want to make it actually take in a Nazi zombie character as a parameter. So I'm going to do that real quick. So what I'm going to do here is if player, well actually if has authority, which it should, and player, then we will continue. So what I want to do is I want to get the current weapon. So do if player get current weapon and player, we're going to get the current weapon and we're check is a, so we're going to check and see if the class is equal to the class of weapon class, and weapon class is, if I select the M1 carbine, it is our, what we have selected, so our blueprint class of the M1 carbine. So we want to check if that's equal to it. So if it is, then we know that the weapon in hand is valid and it's equal to the wall weapon that we're trying to purchase ammo for. So in that case, we want to purchase ammo. So I want to print a log, text, call it purchasing ammo for %s. I'm going to print out player get current weapon, and my dogs are going off, go figure, get name, like so. I'll be right back. I guess I got to deal with that. Alrighty, continuing where we left off. So we have our purchase ammo function, and if it's successful, we should be printing out a log. So now we just got to set ourselves up to call it. So what I want to do is currently we do a check to see if the weapon is in our, like the weapon class that wall weapon is supposed to be hosting, such as the M1 carbine, for example. So that M1 carbine blueprint, we want to do a check. Well, it goes through all of our weapons in our weapon array and checks and see if it matches. If it does, it simply returns so nothing else runs. I want to keep that, but I also want to do a check right at the start to see if we own the actual weapon. So what I'm going to do here is, let's see, if player get current weapon and player get current weapon. Actually, on second thought, we're going to be looping through probably anyways. We'll end up cleaning this up, but I'm going to just remove the return. And if the weapon that this matches actually, lines up with one of the, all right, I need to speak better. If the weapon class that the wall weapon is supposed to spawn is equal to any of the weapons inside of our weapon array, I want to go ahead and call purchase ammo. So we're going to do purchase ammo and pass in player, and then I want to return. So then this is going to run. We're going to check and make sure that it's the current weapon in our hands. And if it is, then I want to go ahead. Well, this log should print out here, and we can handle everything from that. So we're just going to try to get it working. And first, this is only going to work on the server. It will work on the clients as well, but the way we have, I'll show you here in a second, the way we have our ammo set up, we would have to shoot once in order to actually see the change to our ammo because it's replicated. There's no actual event right now that will trigger when our ammo actually changes from the server. While that's loading, I'll give an example. Get lifetime replicated props. Golly, that's so far to scroll. We're just replicating between the owner, but we're making the changes on the client too. So we need to figure out some sort of event. But like I said, I'll show you what I mean when I get there. So I press F, I buy the M1 carbine. Press F again. It says purchasing ammo for the M1 carbine. I switch, press F again, and nothing happens. I switch back. Now it says purchasing ammo. That's working as intended. Now in our wall weapon, now we have our cost here. What I want to do is I want to change this up. I want to add a new property called ammo cost. I'm going to set that to be like, I don't know, 200 by default or something. Equals 200. Our ammo cost. So we're going to go back to our purchase ammo. Actually, let's look at I'm going to copy everything relating to our player state and paste it in here from our use function. So if we can purchase the ammo, meaning this is valid, we're going to get our player state. Then we're going to check, and if we cannot remove the points from our, if we cannot decrement the points, meaning we do not have enough points, that's what this line is for, to spend to purchase the ammo, we simply return. So if we do have enough points, it will decrement them. We lost our points. Then we want to go ahead and from here add onto that, add onto our weapon ammo. So what I'm going to do is player get current weapon. I want to create a public function on our weapon base class. Do it right under get magazine ammo called void refill ammo. I want to make this a U function. Callable. There we go, if I can spell. So it's a blueprint callable function. What this is going to do is let's look at our variables. So we have current total ammo and weapon max ammo. We want current total ammo to jump up to weapon max ammo. So what we're going to do is current total ammo equals weapon max ammo, like so. So from wall weapon, when we purchase the ammo, we want to call refill ammo. I'm going to go ahead and compile. Just wait and see. Actually, I want to cancel the compile real quick. Well, let it finish. We also want to actually update our ammo widget. So I almost forgot that. So we're also going to do player refresh ammo widget. And then we can compile. So that way when we purchase the ammo, our ammo widget will refresh as well so we can visually actually go through and see that change. There we go. Press play. Let's give it a try. So purchase ammo carbine. Press F. Purchases ammo. As you can see, my points are going down. I switch. Points are not going down. Nothing's happening. I have 120 total ammo. Let's empty the mag. Reload. Now I'm down to 105. I press F. And it goes back up to 120. So that is working as intended. So let's go through and see. So there is a slight change that I want to make real quick. So even if our ammo is full, whoops, I'll show you what I mean. I buy this 120 max ammo, I press F, my points still go down. I want to check and see if our ammo is max. So inside of weapon base.h, go to public, under refill ammo, I want to do a check. So bool is ammo, or is total ammo full? And that's going to return the two variables. So current total ammo. So if current total ammo is equal to weapon max ammo, it's going to return true. Otherwise, it's going to return false. So we're going to return current total ammo equals weapon max ammo. Then we're going to do a check. So in our wall weapon. So if player current weapon is a weapon class and player get current weapon is total ammo full, we want to make sure that's false. So if our current weapon is valid, if our current weapon is equal to the weapon class of this wall weapon, and our current weapon's total ammo is not full, then we can purchase ammo. So that should have all that pretty much handled, and I think it's just about good to go aside from the event and stuff that needs to fire on the client so that the client knows that it's been changed. So I guess we'll just try it and see. Alrighty, buy the gun, press F. My points are not going down. Lower my ammo, press F. I brought more ammo, I press F again, and nothing's happening. So that is working as I want it. Set this to 2, and I'm going to play on the client real quick. So here's the client. I want to show you the issue. Press F, you buy the gun. Press F again. Nothing's happening. You shoot, reload, ammo goes from 120 to 117. You press F. Points go down, but when you shoot, that's when your ammo counter at the bottom right goes back up to how it's supposed to. So that's what we need to fix. So we pretty much all we're gonna have to do is figure out a way to fire this event on the purchasing client. So that's what I guess we'll figure out what we'll be doing in the next video to get that set up and good to go. So anyways, if you want to support me and you like what I'm doing, a link to my Patreon's in the description, as well as if you have any questions or anything like that relating to game development or really I guess whatever. A link to my Discord server is also in the description. So I will see you in the next one when we tackle the client issue.